If you're playing Town Hall 11 today, what is the go-to strategy that you use to 3-star other Town Hall 11s? What's going on, my friends from Clash of Clans? My name is Joe, and welcome back for episode 6 of the Town Hall 11 free-to-play series, day 124 since we started this village, and yet we are very close to going to Town Hall 12, but we'll discuss all of the upgrades near the end of the video for those of you who do follow along. Now, what's funny is that 3 years ago, I know, hear me out, 3 years ago, I posted a full detailed breakdown for the best attack strategy at Town Hall 11. And would you believe that that army still is prevalent today? I know, I can't believe it actually didn't kind of get nerfed or something after all those years. Now, if you go back and watch that video, I break it down very simple for a lot of you guys to try to follow along. However, the thing that stands out is that it is possibly outdated because there is no hero equipment. However, if we fast forward to 2025 and add some of the new pieces of equipment that have been implemented into the game, this attack strategy is even stronger than it was back then. Now, what I got going on here is the Barbarian King has Earthquake Boots and Spiky Ball. Come on, Spiky Ball is like the go-to for the Barbarian King in my opinion. And then Archer Queen, I added the Magic Mirror and Action Figure. Now, you could change out the Magic Mirror for the Giant Arrow, but I just felt like cloning the Queen was probably a good idea, you know? And then the Grand Warden, we will keep the same common equipment in the Eternal Tome, as well as the Rage Gem. The army composition has not changed a bit. Let's go do an attack together, because I know it's not Clan War, and we're going to get into Clan War probably in the next 24 hours, but I want to take on a base that's semi-maxed out. Let's see if we can find one. That's the hardest part. Okay, this one's not too bad. Looking really solid. We got single target Inferno Towers, prime for some witches, and the way this army works is very simple. We're going to start out with an E-Drag. Now, you could replace the E-Drag with another Ice Golem, but I use the E-Drag for funneling purposes. So we're going to go like this. Let's go balloon first to look for a trap, and then drop the E-Drag to work on that side. And then on the opposite side of the funnel, we're going to go with the Barb King. Now, we do have to worry about that single target Inferno Tower over there. That is a concern against the King. It will roast him. But we're going to try to clear out some buildings before releasing Ice Golems, Witches, and Bowlers. So once that King gets going a little bit, he's going to turn in. Let's go ahead and use that ability to free up some buildings, and then go Ice Golem, Ice Golem, Ice Golem, then a pile of witches, like so. Looks like the King did get in the crossfires of the single, so he's going to get roasted, which is quite unfortunate. And let's go ahead and release our bowlers. Okay. Looks like our log launcher is moving through. Very nice. Let's go ahead and select our rages, and we're going to rage up right there. Get ready for that eagle to drop its barrage. Fire off the Warden's ability like so. They're going to continue to travel through this base, Ice Golems and all that, and we're going to drop a Rage over here by the Town Hall, if we select the right thing. There we go. Now we got to work our way into the bat spells. We got 3 Wizard Towers, so let's go ahead and start from the top. Bats up there, all in one pile. They're going to work their way down into the Archer Tower, and we're going to go ahead and freeze this Wizard Tower as they get close. Yep, there it is. They're going to take on that single. We're going to freeze that Wizard Tower again. Oh my gosh. Come on now. There it is. Let's freeze this Wizard Tower, which is currently distracted actually. And you'll notice that the other Wizard Tower went down. The Archer Queen, she still has her ability. We didn't even need it, but we could just fire that off and clone her to speed up the process. And yes, you would be inclined to say, well, there is no Clan Castle troops. Well, add Clan Castle troops is still going to 3-star all the same. So this is the attack strategy that I have been using for each time that I've ever played Town Hall 11. The only thing that throws players off is the timing with the traveling of the bats, and you have to understand that they are a defensive seeking troop, so they're going to go from one defense to the next, and if you time it just right with that Wizard Tower, freeze it, they should be able to take it down rather well. Now, the other concern would be multi-target Inferno Towers. This army can 3-star multi-target Inferno Tower bases, but a lot of times I would just transition into a Dragon army instead because, you know, witches and bats versus multis, they're going to get roasted unless you're able to freeze them as well. All right, so let's go ahead and take on a base that has multi-target Inferno Towers just to see if we can take one down and not have to switch into the Dragon armies. So we're going to start out by some funneling. Let's go ahead and drop our Balloon and Electro Dragon on this side. And then we're going to go ahead and release the Barb King on this side. That's going to eliminate 2 wizard towers possibly, which is huge. And it kind of frees up some free spells for some multi-target inferno towers. Let's go Ice Golem, Ice Golem, Ice Golem, Ice Golem, and our log launcher, as well as our witches to back that up, and the Archer Queen, Grand Warden, the bowlers like so, and activate that King's ability to go ahead and take out some buildings. There we go. Log is moving through, opening up walls, and it's going to send our troops right into the center of this base. Let's go ahead and drop a rage right there. We're going to wait for the Eagle Artillery Barrage. There it is. And let's go ahead and fire off that Queen's ability and send in the action figure. Oh my, we just found ourselves a tornado trap. Okay, there goes 1 Inferno Tower, looking really solid, outstanding. We got another rage that we can drop right here and try to get into the other Inferno Tower. And we can go ahead and flank in with our bats over here. And I'm just kind of determining where wizard towers are at and seeing if I can get the bats in on the point defenses and keep them alive. Just like so. And we're going to go ahead and freeze this wizard tower because they're getting ready to come into range of it. There's 1 more wizard tower. Will we get it down? All right, there we go. Let's freeze this one. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yep, still the best. We'll go ahead and freeze that Archer Tower and shut it down, and this base will 3-star. So in that replay, or that attack, we had defending Clan Castle troops, you know, baseline Electro Dragon Balloon, which is what a lot of general players out there use, and 2 multi-target Inferno Towers, and we were able to easily 3-star this base concept, just like the previous one. So if you need a slower breakdown or a more detailed breakdown of that army, be sure to check out the link down in the description. It is a little dated, but the concept is still the same and pretty much functions the same exact way. I didn't change much of anything other than the hero equipment itself. But let's go ahead and move on and get you guys caught up for those of you that are following along with this village. And man, we have made some progress in the last 20 days or so. I can't believe it's already been 20 days. However, we will be moving on to Town Hall 12 probably in the next 2 weeks. It's going to happen. It's time to move on. So first things first, hero upgrades. Previous to this video, the Warden and the Minion Prince were already maxed out. The Archer Queen was level 45. She is now maxed out as well at level 50. The Barb King was level 40. He's now level 45. And I honestly needed a break from upgrading heroes. And I say that because I'm currently working on the original free-to-play series base. We just fired that up at Town Hall 15. And here's the fact of the matter. They removed training time from the game. They removed training cost. They've made a lot of changes for a lot of different things in the game to improve our gameplay experience. Upgrading of heroes they have not really touched, and it's still super annoying because I would much rather be attacking and being in clan war with a full army than going into clan war and chipping away with 2 stars and hurting my clan. That's just my thing, you know. A lot of clans that I'm associated with do not allow you to war without heroes. That's just the way they work. Not everybody functions that way, but that's just the way the clans that I know work. So King is level 45. He's probably going to stay that way until we go to Town Hall 12. Moving on, we got building upgrades. All right, so looking at my notes, we got all of the wizard towers are now maxed out at level 10. They are complete. The air defenses, they are all now maxed out at level 9. And we're currently working on hidden Teslas. Now, the hidden Teslas were 2 levels behind because we did rush ahead to Town Hall 11 for some perks. So we're currently upgrading them to level 8, and they still need to go up to level 9 for a day and 15 hours. So this shouldn't take too long once we get all the builders focused back on the hidden Teslas. My biggest chunk of upgrades in the last 20 days has been catching the traps up. We rushed ahead multiple times because of certain parameters at Town Hall 9, Town Hall 10, and Town Hall 11, like whether there was like a special event going on or some free resources or whatever it was that made us move on. But the traps fell behind. They were like level 1 and level 2. Now you'll discover as you continue to play Clash of Clans is that traps do play a role in defenses. I mean, you can't see them. You just gotta try to determine where they're at, and then if they're level 1, they don't hurt much of anything. So I went ahead and focused on upgrading all my spring traps and my bombs and my giant bombs, as well as the seeking air mines, the air bombs, and now we're currently working on the final level of the skeleton traps. Then when we get into the laboratory, we finished off barbarian, archer, giant, and what else did we need to upgrade? we're currently still got to do the miner. We're upgrading the clone spell right now, and then we have a few dark elixir troops remaining. The only troops here that I should probably focus on upgrading would be Golem, Hog Rider, and most definitely Miner, because I'm not really sure what Town Hall 13 looks like army-wise, but the last time I played Town Hall 13, the Miner Hog Rider hybrid was reigning supreme. So we'll have to try that out once we get to Town Hall 13 about, I don't know, 4 or 5 months from now. But anyways, that's the laboratory. And then the last thing would be the hero equipment. All right, so hero equipment, we maxed out the Minion Prince's abilities, the Grand Warden's abilities, the Archer Queen's giant arrow is maxed out. We did switch in the magic mirror, but I don't really know how often I'm going to use that once we get past Town Hall 11. Maybe we might use it at Town Hall 12. If you use it at a higher level, let me know down in the comments below what army you're using it with, and I might upgrade it. The action figures level 10, the Barbarian King's abilities are 12 and 10. So in reality, we're just kind of saving ore before we move on to the next Town Hall level, because I can't recall what level things to upgrade at Town Hall 12. I don't remember. I'll do the research after this video or when we get to Town Hall 12. But yeah, that's what everything's looking like right now. When it comes to future upgrades, we want to finish off those hidden Teslas. We want to knock out some archer towers. We might move into cannons and mortars, but more than likely in the next 2 weeks, we're going to move on to Town Hall 12 because of the elixir waste that we've tended to run into over the last couple of days. But other than that, let me know down in the comments below how things are going with your accounts, and we'll see you in the next one, boys.